Okay, Regents exam number 1, question number 15. A system of equations is shown below. Equation A, 5x plus 9y equals 12. Equation B, 4x minus 3y equals 8. Which method eliminates one of the variables? So the downside to this question is they're not asking us to solve the system. If I needed to solve it, I could put this in solve systems of linear equations, and the calculator's gonna give me the answer. And the Board of Regents knows that, so every now and then they'll put in a question where they're saying, we're not gonna ask you to solve it, we're gonna ask you to tell us how to solve it. So this is where we need to think algebraically. So consider what happens to these equations and the fact that we want one variable to go away. The elimination method means that we reduce this to an equation with one variable, because we can always solve an equation for one variable, but we can't solve it for both variables at the same time, and that's the problem. So the first one says multiply equation B by 3 and add 2a. So let's look at what happens there. When we multiply all this by 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. When I combine 9 with negative 9, the y's fall out, and then I can solve for x. And that's the idea of what we want to be able to do. So in this case, that very first choice happens to be the one that works. So evaluate the other ones just to make sure that I didn't jump on something silly. So the next one says multiply equation A by 2 and equation B by negative 6. So A, if I double it, right, I get 10x and I get 18y. And negative 6 is going to get me negative 24x, and then negative times a negative is a positive. So I would end up with 18y twice. Nothing falls out. That doesn't work. If we multiply b by 5, 20x minus 15y, and a by 4, 20x again. So the whole point is the signs, in order for one of them to fall out, need to be opposites. And in this case, for these other choices, that's not happening. Now, if we multiply a by negative 1/3, again, that's going to give us negative 3y on the top and the bottom. So you want to consider, in order for one of these things to fall out, the signs, when you add them together, must be opposite. And that's why the first one is the correct choice for question number 15.